Ladies, gentlemen, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Time in the United States. What's up, guys? Say something. JR. Ann, where are you? Marie. Hello, hello. There you go. I know. I'm crazy. My body's all messed up. So I'm screwed until further notice. Nub, are you there? I know. I had to troubleshoot. Like, which one is it? Is it the Xbox? Is it my camera? I was like, no, it's not my camera because I'm on my headset. So I had to eliminate the possibilities there. Mr. Palaad, what's up, brother? Hoorah! You know it. Changing the world in 1 month. Imagine that. "17 people watching. Come in, guys, gals, everybody. Come on in. Let's talk about the military, emergency medicine. How about the Word of God? Can't go wrong talking about your creator. A new Elliot Ness. Sorry, who's Elliot Ness? Educate me. Mikal. What's up, Mike? Talk about BBLs. Whatever that is. I know. What's that? I have no idea. Oh, cash. Gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't familiar with the person prior to him, but I'm familiar with cash. Yeah. What are BBLs, JR? You have any idea? He's going to keep it a secret, I guess. Am I in Michigan? No. Are you? Oh. No. Same background music. I mean, I use this background music at the beginning. And I use it. I flip-flop from this. This is my exit music as well as my intro music. But I also have the elevator music. I'll go to that in I'll go to that soon. What BBL stands for? What do you think it stands for? Mikal, Mike, what's up, bro? Are you in? Are you from the Czech Republic by any chance? Hello, Mikal. Are you there? Anybody else? Come in, come in. I had 23 people watching there at the beginning, and everybody like swiped, I guess, because now I've got 2, and we've only got what? Brazilian butt lift. According to AI. Wait, but the question was, talk about BBLs. Oh, he wants me to talk about Brazilian butt lifts, possibly? Okay. And then he went from Brazilian butt lift to, are you in Michigan? Like, maybe BBL has something to do with the state of Michigan. I'm not sure. Tell me when to switch the music. Mikitel, Mia. Mia, are you Claire Hitel? Filipina? Ka? Mia? Come on, come on. Come in, come in. I'm waiting. We'll start the show here as soon as the room fills up a little bit more here. By the way, JR, what is a Brazilian butt lift? Is that unique? Is it different than any other butt lift or what? I'm not sure. Da da bum bum ba da 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 da. I'm gonna switch over here real soon. It's coming up now. Okay. You know, speaking of Brazilian, my daughter, if I'm not mistaken, she does Brazilian waxing in her with her business. Yeah, oh, the piece from you. Sugar, sure. You can ask anything as long as it's appropriate. Mia, ¿cómo está? Where did you come from, Mia? What live stream did I see you at before? Who, Sugar? Or Mia? Oh, Mia, Mustaka. You couldn't do what? Oh, you mean wax? Oh, I see. You mean my daughter. Okay, I gotta put this in perspective here. Yeah, she does waxing and eyebrow tattooing. for big bucks. We're talking $350, $400, $500 a customer down in Florida. I couldn't believe it when she was telling me how much money she's making. Gee, Bill, or Biko Lanang. Ayo, maayong hapon, diha guapa. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Oh, don't forget the thumbs up, JR. You forgot the L, JR. Bicol. It's the province in the Philippines, Bicol. So anybody from Bicol is either a Bicolana or Bicolano, feminine or masculine. But the province or the province is Bicol, Bikol. Steve, what's going on, Steven? Welcome back. Looking for someone single. Well, I can be double. I can be your double, Bicol. All right, dear. Are you OFW, Bicol? Or you're in Bicol right now? Taga Bicol? Taga Asaka Bicol? Or OFW? Are you live streaming right now, Bicol, or no? Come in, people. Don't swipe. Just stop. Come in. Come in. Come in. 11 people watching. Just come in. Come in. I keep sliding down on my couch. JR, better than I deserve. Staying warm. It's freezing outside. It's in the double digits right now. Alexa, how cold is it? $18. What's the temperature? Well, it's somewhere around there right now. Fahrenheit, that is. It's freezing out there. Other than that, eating too much, and yeah, not doing a whole lot. I'm healthy. Serpa, my Tinen. Serpa, where are you from? Indonesia, by any chance? Wait, let me see. Nope, I don't recognize. Do you know that? Wow. You mean all the way over in Australia, and you've heard Better Than I Deserve from Dave Ramsey? How did you know that? He broadcasts all the way over in New Zealand. Really? Wow, you listen to Dave Ramsey. Praise God. Is he the Christian financial? Oh, from Finland. Very good. Your sunburnt. Well, welcome, Serpa. Thanks for coming in. Did my channel appear just in your shorts, or your shorts feed, or your recommendations? Oh, you watch them on YouTube. I'll be dang. Well, I heard that expression before I even heard about Dave Ramsey saying it. Uh, a member of my church in San Diego. Yeah, he's the Christian finance guy. Yeah. I listen to him, or I hear him periodically through the day. I think he's on around, what time is he on? Uh, like afternoon or something. At least he is here. But anyhow, I arrived back in San Diego, my hometown, and uh, I asked this member of the church, how are you doing? And he said, better than I deserve. And then he said it in Spanish because he was a Spanish speaker. And I said, I'd never heard that. So he explained it to me, and I went, wow, that's really good. And I said, how do you say it in Spanish? And he said, mejor de lo que me merezco. And I went, oh my gosh, I got to learn that. So he taught me it, and then I had to memorize it. So obviously I memorized it. Yeah, praise God, Serpa. Thank God. Usually it's one of three things that the reason why my channel came across your eyes, Serpa. And that's because you either believe in the Word of God, in the military, or emergency medicine, or medicine. Gene Mustaka. You mean who must have helped who? Jesus Christ must have helped my friend in San Diego? Thank you, dear. Thank you, Gene. How are you? ¿Cómo está? Gene. Good. And Gene, you told me before, you are where? Gene in the jungle. You are in what part? Tagaasaka sa Pinas. Oh, Dave helping the pastor guy. Maybe, but I don't remember him telling me about Dave Ramsey and getting that expression from him. Oh, that's right. You're in Toledo. You told me. You told me before. I remember. I hope someday I can come back to Cebu. I have so many dreams, so many visions. I'd like to rent a motorcycle and do from Luzon all the way down to Mindanao to General Santos and just island hop on the Roro and just visit. And people like you, Gene, I could communicate with you and say, hey, guess what? I'm in Cebu. Talaga? Tinood? I say, yes, I am. Where are you? And I could go and meet you guys, and just go from location to location, via this live stream or YouTube, and just surprise everybody. Wouldn't that be fun? The Canot from the USA is traveling the Philippines. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Man, that would take up so much time if I had the time and the money. Yeah. Well, my Asawa, she wouldn't like to do that. She doesn't like to go from point A to point B to point C and keep going and going and going, because she doesn't like, she likes the accommodations, and Everything has to be comfortable. Where I can travel, and I can get dirty and sweaty and uncomfortable, and then maybe stop into a hotel one night and do a shower or tabo tabo, and then keep going. But with my family, that would be hard, or harder, I should say. Yeah. Oh, really? Well, perfect. Yeah, wouldn't it? I've always had a dream about doing that. When I was married once before, Jean and JR, and I even remember she was from Bangkok, Thailand. And when we went on our honeymoon, we went to Hawaii. And my plan when I went to Hawaii, I told her, I said, what do you think about, renting scooters or motorcycles, and we can ride together, or she can ride on the back, something. Oops. What happened? Did my battery die? Well, that's weird. I must have hit a button on the camera. Anyways, and she thought, no, I don't think that would be a good idea. And because she was afraid she was going to, not be able to handle the motorcycle or the scooter. So we didn't do that. But I've always had that idea. And I think the easiest is to do it by myself. Yeah. It would be, it's easy for me. For guys, right, JR, it's a lot easier to just take off and go. Right? A couple changes of clothes in your backpack, some shoes and some sandals, and a hat and a gaiter around your, one of these. Put this around your neck, pull that up over your face while you're riding or out on the ocean, right? You're good to go. Oh, I can't do it with my headphones on. But anyways, the neck gaiter. Yeah. Yep, I'm telling you. And some money in your pocket, and it's so easy to accommodate yourself. I could probably show up at Jean's house and ask her, hey, do you mind if I stay in your front yard or in the back? Or do you have a couch I can sleep on? I don't have to get a hotel. It might be a little bit hot, uh, but, and I could do that for a few days. And when I get too uncomfortable and I feel like, I need to freshen up, maybe I'll get a hotel room for one night, and take the comfortable shower and shave, and then go back out on the road for another, 3 or 4 days. See? You see? You've got an idea. Man, I wish I could still do that, JR. Something in me, something in here that just makes me want to go. And I've already done it when I was younger, when I was married before, when I was younger. And it's a vision, that sounds so good, but when I'm away, I do miss my family. I do get homesick, but I like that initial just getting away. I've done some sailing. I've been away, for 7 months now. When I was in Iraq, that sucked. But it's like I can do it, and it's it's, I already know. She lives in the Philippines. Yeah, sorry to answer for her, but she's referring to the Philippines being the jungle because it's right there on the equator, just like, well, similar to New Zealand, but um, she's above the equator, 10 degrees above the equator, and it's a tropical jungle environment, in the Philippines. Maybe she does. Maybe, Jean, do you live in the Bukid or you live in the city? Who else? Well, there's only down to two people now. Come in, come in. Where'd you go, everyone? You've given away most of your stuff. I'm gonna fixing my house to rent so I can go overseas. So, are you just gonna go to for vacation, or are you gonna go look for work, or what's the plan? And where do you want to go? Where overseas? God, I wish I could go with you. Seriously. It's awesome. Especially when you go with somebody. I found that, mommy, when you have someone to share um, your burdens with as you're traveling, you can talk with each other, and kind of ask questions. What should we do? What do you think is best? What do what's your idea? Right, right, okay. Oh, in Tasmania, island owned by Australia. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, to look for work. Gotcha. Ever since you wanted to move? Oh, I'll be dang. Yeah, isn't that something? Well, you've gotten a chance to. I was able, for the first time in my life, I left the United States. Um, Actually, I went down to Mexico City, um, but I didn't leave the North American continent. But it was in a foreign country, and it was like, landing on the moon compared to the United States. But I'd never, been on an airplane and flown across the ocean. And until I was 26 years old, I think I was 24 or 26, when I traveled alone to Kathmandu, Nepal. And that was quite the adventure. But I actually flew to Bangkok, Thailand, but I spent the first 2 weeks there, and then I flew up to Kathmandu. And I only had 2 weeks, and it wasn't enough. By the time I finally got going, I had to stop and turn around and come back to catch my flight back home. Yeah, it was an opportunity of a lifetime, and I had to try because I wasn't going to have the money anytime soon, like I had then. I'll be dang. Yep. Yeah, I hired a 19-year-old uh, Nepali um, native as my guide, and it was a very good experience with him. His name was Sanu. Yeah. Yeah, he took care of me. He did the translation, and he cooked my meals, and it's like we did everything together, but he wanted to do everything for me, and I'm like, it's okay if you but when I was really hurting or tired, he would I might give him something to do. Could you do this for me, please? We went hiking we went trekking together for 2 weeks in the hills of Nepal. I had a goal, but I didn't have the time. I wanted to try to get as close as I could to Everest Base Camp, but that involved some flights to get there, either by fixed wing or by helicopter, and I didn't have that money. But time was the essence, and I was running out of time, so I know. Had some friends that did it, and I tried, and I only got so far till I ran out of time. I literally had to, keep an eye on the date, and at that mark, I had to turn around and come back. So, yeah, 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 that was it. Everest Base Camp is like the goal for the non-climber. If you don't have any visions of, doing any climbing, Everest Base Camp, or to do there's another trek called um, what's it called? Annapurna. Uh, is it Annapurna? There's a famous trek, a loop that people do. It involves like trekking up to 17,000 feet to a pass, one of the passes in the between the peaks, and then Annapurna Round, I think, something like that. Yeah, but it was a good experience. I only got to 8,000 feet. Kathmandu's like at 4,000, and I only had well, by the time I got going, I only had 10 days left. So I actually hiked in 4 days, and then I turned around, and I knew it would take 4 days or less to get home, to get back, and then I could have a couple days to get ready to go home. And that's what I did. I ended up getting back with like 2 days left, and I ran out of money. So I started selling my clothing and my jewelry. I had a necklace I ended up selling, a gold necklace, and got a few extra bucks so I could have dinner, uh, have money for at least one day. And then I didn't even have enough money to get a hotel room for the last night. And this guy from Seattle, Washington, had an extra bunk in his room. His roommate was out on a trek, so he said, "Yeah, you can stay in my room if you want." And I was like, "Cool." So I camped out in his room till the next morning, and he gave me $10 for airport tax. Apparently, I didn't know anything about. They charged $10 for airport tax. So he gave me $10, and I ended up mailing him a check up to Seattle, Washington, and paid him back when I got home. Yeah, it was cool. I've got pictures of that trek back then. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It kicked my butt, you know. It was, it, I didn't get into the groove of having that much fun yet. It was brutal. It was brutal going up all day long, switchbacking up a mountain to reach the summit and then go down the other side, and to wake up the next morning and do that again to get up the next hill all day long and then down the other side. It kicked my butt. Yeah, it was two Americans. Thank God I ran into another American. Thank God I ran into some more white people. I'm serious. I was looking around going, who speaks English? Who speaks English? That was my very first time being, on the other side of the world. And they misplaced my luggage on another flight. So when I landed in Kathmandu, my luggage wasn't there. And I went, you got to be kidding. I was starting to fret. But I remember thinking to myself, Gary, you have your return ticket. It may not be tomorrow, but you have your return ticket and you've got money. So if all else fails, I'll kick around Kathmandu until my plane leaves and then come back. But my luggage ended up coming like the next flight in 2 hours later, and I'm sitting there at the airport. I mean, it's a relatively primitive airport compared to, what we're used to. I know. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where I ran into the guy. Um, I don't remember whether it was at a restaurant or back at the hotel, or I don't know. When I was checking out, I'm not sure. How old are you, JR? You're 30, 31? Yeah, oh, in 3 days. Oh, well, happy advanced birthday. Yeah, I think maybe you had said before your age. Yeah, and here to throw in speaking of, missing your family, uh, I was a young dad. I already had a 4-year-old when I was 26 years old. And, so I had a wife and I had a child, and now I'm not with them in Thailand anymore. Uh, they had to fly home, and I had 2 weeks more of my vacation because our vacations didn't coincide. So she went over first, and then 2 weeks later, I caught up to her, and then spent 2 weeks with her in Thailand. And then the last 2 weeks, I went to Nepal. So, I remember not only going through the stresses of being there by myself, but your family always pops into your head, especially when you're going through, some tough times, some speed bumps in your trip, and they pop into your head, and you're wondering what did I get myself into type stresses. That's why I found out, when you have somebody else with you, you can share your stresses together. and get somebody else's opinion. And they come up with ideas, sometimes that you didn't. And I experienced that on my last vacation to the Philippines in 2018. I traveled with 4 other people, and there was one Filipino guy that was a family friend of my wife's. He was with us, and him and I were like, we were attached at the hip. We kind of relied on each other. I was like the unofficial point guy, doing the leading of the trip, and he was my interpreter. Even though I had 3 other people that were also helping out, and that ended up working out super uh, cohesive, I guess would be the good word. We didn't really get into too many, disagreements. Everybody was kind of throwing out ideas, and then we would all come to a conclusion when everybody would like, hey, that sounds good. We'd like, let's do it. So let's go. Oh yeah, you're a similar age to your son from memory. To my daughter. My son is 40. My daughter's 36. Yeah, the one that's making the big bucks. My daughter. She's down in Florida with her husband. And he's making bank, as they say in the US as well. Um, no, my daughter and her family are down in Florida, about, 2 days drive from where I'm at, or a short airplane trip down to Florida. My son is in Kansas, which is in the Midwest, I should say the middle of the United States. He's not married, without any children. He's got his own agenda as far as how life should be lived or unfold. And um, yeah, unless he gets a girl pregnant, it doesn't look like he's going to be a daddy. And who knows if he's ever going to get married. He, like I said, he kind of has his own agenda. And I know. It's actually kind of sad. I think my daughter actually, I was in conversation with her on the phone. So we weren't doing a video chat. And we were talking about, her brother, my son. That exact thing, his age and not having any kids. And I think she actually was in tears on the other end of the phone. And I thought, gosh, tugging at my heartstrings. And yeah, it was. Yeah, I know, and I worry about my son for that very reason, because it's got to be, um, it's like nature calls, and that curiosity and that wonderment, of your surroundings and other people, um, your age, uh, and having family and children, and that whole, um, they always say, women get to that point, where they want to have children, and it holds true to men as well. Maybe not in the same way, but yeah, it's sad, especially from a, from a dad standpoint. You can't help it, but to put yourself in their shoes, and wonder what they're going through. He's got girlfriends. I've ever since I went to Iraq, is when I found out he was chasing a girl. And that was the reason why he wanted to stay in California when I went to Iraq. When I was pulling, I think I've told the story before. Yeah, you never know. I've thought about that. You can become a daddy, until until you can't anymore, until you're not producing any more swimmers. But, women are, physically running into, you know, dangerous grounds, after they turn 50. And so, but yeah, men can become daddies. I'm living, proof of deciding to become a dad again at 42 years old. So yeah, uh, when I went to Iraq, I think I've told this story. My son, oh, by the way, anybody else that's watching, come in, join the conversation, ask questions, start another conversation. Yeah, you're right. I don't. He's 1,000+ miles away. I'm like the same distance from my daughter as I am to my son, probably even further, to Kansas. And unfortunately, the last conversation we had with each other, there's something going on with my son, and I'm not sure what it is, but he's holding something against me, and I'm not sure what it is. I really don't know what, instead of, and I'm going to say this because of what I know now, is, he's still at the shifting the blame instead of accepting it, and so the last conversation I had with him was an unfortunate one. And he's 40 years old, and the only thing I can think of is, it's unfortunate, just really bad. Yeah. Yeah, it is. And I can't help but, get emotional about it, thinking about it, because I think it's like I'm getting tugged from both sides, I want to, it's like I still want to be a dad to him, but he's 40, and I, I, it's like I can't do that like I used to when he was younger, he's 40 now. So, I'm almost, I just got to learn to keep my mouth shut and pray for him, because all I'm going to do is hurt him. And I'm sure I probably did that the last conversation, I had with him. But, it's one of those, here's what I'm talking about. What I want to say in so many words is, I told you so, but I can't say that because it's past that point. I told you so, but I have no idea, Mike. I really don't. I haven't been following, um, really, the details of America and Canada. I just have heard what I've heard, and other than that, I have no opinion. They'll work it out. They'll work it out. What do you say? Except, I love you so much, and, no matter what happens, I'm always here. What else can I say? He's 40. So I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, it's just being, if when you become a parent, here, now I've got an opportunity. Yeah, well, I have, and we were talking and texting, and then the last phone conversation I had with him was a total, like, I didn't even see it coming. I didn't see the blow up coming. So let me get back to what I was saying. Now that I'm talking to somebody that is, somebody that could be my son's age, I can tell you, maybe what I would say to him or what I'm wanting to say to him. And see, I've already lost my train of thought as to what I was going to say, but yeah, it's like what do you say to, you there's nothing, because they're already 40. So what do they not know? Oh, I'm sorry, I got back on track. And here's what I was going to say is, until, do you have children, JR? I think you do. You have a 7-year-old? Or was that somebody else that has a 7-year-old? Was that you? No, heck no. Look, nah, heck no. Why do you say it that way? You see, I'm gonna talk to you now like I would my son. Why do you say it like that? Do you plan on having children or no? Yeah, it's the other. Okay, it was the other guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I think that's Daniel. It's Daniel. He's the other guy in Australia. You weren't here the other night. He was here, and we were talking about you again, saying, I haven't seen JR, or JR was here the last time, but now you're here and JR's not. Okay, well, let me, yeah, now I can elaborate and tell you something. And here's what I should have said to my son. Well, no, I can't, because it's going to be, it can be taken offensive, and that isn't what I want to do, but it's the truth. And here's what I can say to you is, until you have children, you may have heard this from your parents maybe, until you have children, believe me, because I didn't know either until I became a daddy. And that was, children does something to you as a parent. And what it does, it matures you. It matures you in a way that you have no idea. And it's hard for me to explain what it does to you. But it changes you. And until you become a parent, you won't know. And it changes you for the good. It changes you for the better. In that, if you don't become a dad, you're going to stay immature. Now, here's where the word can be offensive, but it's literally, take the word literally. If something makes you mature and you don't take that step, you stay immature. But that isn't a bad way. It's just you're never going to know. Okay? You really can't see what I mean. You can hear it, but you really won't understand it until it happens to you. I'm telling you. It happened to me at 22. Now, it wasn't by choice. It was a mistake I made. But because of that, I got put into a realm of maturity that I knew nothing about. I didn't even know it existed. People could explain it to me, but it wouldn't make any sense. It's like the Word of God. You know, it's the Word of God can be spoken to somebody, but unless they truly have, you know, that want to know, until that time, you know, and will they sit down with somebody, you know, and they will let them share the Word of God with them. And even then, whether or not they get it is up to God, you know, and then the rest is history. They go through a transformation of their mind, of their eyes, of their mouth, of their hands, where they go. Everything starts to change. So maybe that's what children does. It changes your thinking, and then because of that, your actions change. And my son hasn't gone through that yet. And what I said to him, I'm sure it hurt him, but I called him a punk kid. I said, "You're still a punk kid." And that's why the only thing I could think of, and I'm not calling you one, but what he said to me was something a punk kid would say to me that doesn't know. And I just, you know, it was like he pushed my button, and I told him, "You're still a punk kid." Yep. And it was the wrong thing to say, but, you know, and then afterwards I realized, you know, he's going through something that I'm not sure what it is. Because what made him say what he said was, you know, it was like I didn't understand why he said that, because, you know, it was really bizarre, kind of, you know, I didn't see it coming. And I thought, what the heck? He's 40 years old. And he is still you know, it's like, gosh, I couldn't understand it. Yeah. I know, Selena. You know, I was talking about you, Selena. I know. Now the question is for you, dear. What in the bleep are you doing up, young lady? Well, it depends on, you know, if he is looking at you straight in the eyes and, you know, you guys just got into a little bit of a friction, you know, conversation, and then he stood there and said, you know, it would probably offend you, you know. I gotcha. Yeah, that I'm maybe. Oh, so you're actually rise and shine. I don't know about the shine part, but you're arising from the dead at this time. Yeah, wow. Well, see, you're sharing a part of yourself I never knew about. And praise God, right? Yeah, early bird gets the worm. Hey, you said you sent me something, but I never got anything. unless I misunderstood what you said, Selena. You know, that link you were going to send me of that movie? Because I forgot the name of it, and I was looking for the email to go to the to search for that movie, and it's not in my spam and it's not in my inbox. So my conclusion was you didn't send it. So right now at 5 o'clock in the morning, my wife just made banana bread. I helped her. I did the stirring and the mixing and added the nuts and the chocolate chips. Oh yeah, Tropic Thunder. I thought you said you sent me an email or something about a text or a text email or something. Remember? I thought you meant you texted my phone, and I was like, wait, she doesn't have my phone number. She's got my email. So you gave me yours, but I didn't give you mine. Wait, I sent you an email with my number. Yeah. No, I told you to send the link to the movie name because I was going to forget. Oh, were you saying to text you at your number? And then you could do it that way? Is that what you were referring to? Anyways, it doesn't matter, Selena. Well, you need to start checking it because that's all I operate on. My wife's got the phone and we share the same phone, and um, so I don't use the phone anymore unless she and my son are home, and then I'm always bugging them to use their phone to take care of business on the phone. Yeah, I know you did, and I got it. It's like, but I'll send you a message. I can actually send a message. Here, let me do it this way. Look at JR. Oh, yeah. Okay. So what carrier do you have? What internet carrier do you have, dear? I can send you a text via my email. And you can do the same, by the way. If you didn't know, instead of putting in the phone number in the phone number field, put in my email, and you can send a text to my email. Okay? Optimum. Okay, I don't know what the what you call it is for Optimum, but I could find it. But here, just send a text with your phone. Just put in my email where the phone number goes, okay? And it'll go to my email. And then I will get your number and I can send it back. It will list your domain of your Wi-Fi carrier when you send me a text. And then I'll have your domain, and all I got to do is just use that phone number and domain, and I'll send a text message via my email. Okay? Did that confuse you? Yeah, no. Just, oh my gosh. You know, I go round and round with the Filipinos with this, and they're like, what? How do you do that? I go, what do you mean, how do you do that? I say, how do you send a text message from one phone to another? I type in the phone number. Yeah, well, type in the email instead of the phone number. And it'll send a text message to my email. You know, when you're sending a text, on somebody on the phone, type in my email where the phone number goes, and it'll work. Yes. Oh, wait. What do you mean? Right here in chat? Correct. That's right. Yes. Okay, I'll put my email. Try this. Okay? Gosh. Here. Try it right now. Okay? As soon as I send it to you. This is my Hotmail address. I have a Gmail, but I'm going to give you my Hotmail because it's I won't go into detail. It's already connected to my Gmail, so it'll automatically um, pop into my Gmail inbox. Okay? Yes, I understand, from your phone. Okay? Text that email address right now. Okay? And I will get your internet provider domain so address, and I'll be able to text it right back or be able to email it right back, and it'll pop up on your phone. Watch. Selena gave me. We were talking. I understand, Selena. You've told me that before. No, Jr. Sorry, Jr. Selena. We were in a conversation last live stream, and everyone was talking about movies and based on subject matter. And then Selena said, "Oh, Doc, have you seen um, Optimum? I mean, not Optimum. I'm sorry. Have you seen whatever the name of the movie is, Tropic Thunder?" And I said, "No." She says, "Oh, you got to see it." So, but I'm not really a movie goer anymore. But every now and then, something like Selena will, somebody will mention something, and I'll go, okay, I'll look it up. The last movie I was recommended was, I got to recommend it. If you haven't seen The Greatest Beer Run Ever, I'd never even heard of such a movie. Maybe you haven't either. But if you haven't, got to see it. Great low budget uh, box office hit. The Greatest Beer Run Ever. True story. Based on a true story. Yeah, you gotta look for that one. Right, just write it down. It's true though. You're right. Here's what you do. Here, Selena, I'm gonna confuse you a little bit more. You're right. You can't copy and paste on your phone. But what you can do is you can screenshot it. It'll save it into your photos, your gallery, and then you can refer to it that way instead of writing it down. But whatever works for you. Idiocracy? Oh, wow. Okay, you just sent it. JR, if you haven't seen it, check it out. I've watched it. I bet you I've watched it 4 times already. And I'm trying to get my wife to sit down and watch it. And I get my son to sit down and watch it. And I'm like, you've got to see this. Okay, you just sent it. Have to look back and forth every 2 letters. Actually, there's a way around that. Okay, but I'm not going to confuse you further because, like you said, you're like a boomer, and yet I'm a boomer. So what are you trying to say? Have you seen that? The Greatest Beer Run, isn't it? It's with what's his name? The comedian. Um, oh, help me out, Selena. What's his name? I didn't. I thought he was the original actor. I mean, the original person that the movie is based on, doing a cameo as the bartender. And then I saw the credits, and I went, "Oh my gosh, that's what's his name, with the salt and pepper hair as the bartender." Yeah, Zac Efron is the actor, but who's the bartender? The comedian. What's his name? Come on, help me out. What's the bartender's name? I will. I will. Okay, I'm going to check my email. If I disappear, just hang on. I'll be right back. Remember, I got to go to another tab here. Hold on. I can hear you still, so, or I can hear the music still, so I know I'm still there. Okay, let's check it out. There it is. Wait. Inbox. Come on. Oh, nope, that was my order from Walmart. Oh no. Did you type the address correctly, dear? No, I didn't get it yet. Can you show me what address you sent it to? Just to make sure you spelled it right. Yes, in my junk. What? I did. It's not there. So, no, not Russell Crowe. No, the bartender. He's a comedian. What's his name, Selena? I did, Steve. I did. Spam, junk, same difference. You got to finish the sentence. Junk mail. As long as I didn't go. Right. Nope, it ain't there. Wait, let me see. Here, wait. Let me search. Wait. Nope, it ain't under that one. Hold on, let me check the other one. Nope. Type the address, dear, right now, right here in the chat room. What address did you send it to? And did you put at Hotmail, Illusion Dweller? Well, that's why I'm saying, look at your message you just sent and see what the address is that you sent it to. God, who did I email? Exactly. And it's not 2 words, it's 1 word. There you go. Illusion Weller. Yeah, you see? You see, that's very typical. You sound like my wife now. I'm going through this with my wife all the time. She goes to the grocery store to buy something. She comes back with something else. I said, what did you get? She's like, I got what you wanted. I said, what did I say? She's like showing me. I was like, you need to read or you need to write it down or something. Constantly. I live with that. See, and being a boomer has nothing to do with your errors. Gosh. You're blonde, aren't you, Selena? I think I discovered the problem. Oh, you just checked it. Wait, you just said you forgot the D. Okay. I'm checking again. I'm on the other tab. I'm on the Gmail tab. There's nothing here, dear. Okay, let me give you the other address. Very similar. And I don't know why it's not working. Let me see something here. Nope, not in my junk mail. Not in my spam. Okay. Nope. So you text messaged. It's getting darker. Okay, JR. Thank you, bro, for popping in so quick, for being the very first one. Don't forget to like if you didn't already. Thank you, JR. You'll have to keep me abreast on your overseas travel. No problem, no problem. Okay. So you're using your phone, right? You're using your text app, and you are sending a message to my email address, right? Did it send? Did you get it kicked back or anything saying unable to send or anything like that? My Gmail address is very similar, but it's got 62 after the Illusion Dweller. So it's illusiondweller62 at gmail.com. Okay? To add 2 more digits to the error possibilities. It doesn't say delivered. Okay. And you're texting through your text messages, right? Your phone text messages. Maybe an iPhone has something to do with it. Okay. I don't know. Try it again. Steve. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Oh, you said you're on, sorry, the internet service provider is, what did you say, Optimum? If I disappear, I'll be right back. Hold on. Let's see. I got to use the bathroom. Hold on. Okay. Kicked out, and now I'm back. Let me use the head real quick. I'll be right back. Hold on. You'll be back before me? Hello? Hello? I'm not elderly. Wait a minute. Wait. What does irritable bowel syndrome have anything to do with going to about urinating? Oh my gosh. What in the world? What are you talking about? Like, you have no knowledge of your anatomy. Irritable bowel syndrome. Nice try, punk. Oh my gosh. IBS. See, I got back before she did. Yeah. No, I must have missed it. But dear, bowels has nothing to do with your urinary tract. Oh my gosh. See, that's a part of the anatomy, unless you're in the medical field, women wouldn't know anything about, as far as what causes an elderly man, to having problems urinating. How did you know which one I was going to do? What do you mean, which one? The bathroom? Because you said. Well, I said I was going to hit that. I got it. Well, I guess you're right. I didn't know. Well, when you said um, uh, that you're going to be back before I do, I figured you were going pee. So in a stream? No, not irritable bowel syndrome. No, you must have been talking to some other good-looking man. Uh, oh, did you send that other email by any chance to the illusiondweller62 @gmail.com? No, I'm not getting any. Oh, that's right. You said you sent it and it gave you a bunch of jargon. That's right. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Yeah, I got nothing. Oh well. Well, like I said, you said you have Optimum. That's your Wi-Fi, your internet service provider. I mean, your yeah, on your phone. That's the company you have your phone through. Is that right? Optimum. Yes. Do you remember how to do it? You're going to have to do the same thing. You're going to have to write it down and then copy it and send an email to yourself. Okay? Or send a text message to yourself. Oh, see, there you go again. It's Verizon. Okay. Your phone carrier is Verizon. Thank you. Just give me one moment. Hold on. Hold on before I give you the link to come up on stage. But again, on stage, you just got to write the link, send an email to yourself, or send a text message to yourself. And then you'll be able to click on the link and it'll bring you backstage. Hold on one second. Let me check Verizon. I've already done this. I used to have Verizon. And um, I forgot what their domain is. It's at verizon.net, I think. Hold on. I had a list of all the domains. That's how you send a text message to somebody else's phone number via an email. You find out what their domain is to their carrier. And Verizon domain here. Hold on. I think it's just verizon.net. Hold on a second. Here we go. Um, excuse me. Verizon. Domain names. Here we go. Hold on, hold on. Verizon. Here we go. Dang it, I used to. Hold on. I'm not on the StreamYard tab, so I can't see anybody's comments. So hold on a second. Okay. Give me one second. Here we go. DNS checker here. Okay. Here we are. Comcast. Wait, not Comcast. Sure, Selena. What is your email? Um, at what? At Gmail? I don't know where I put it in my email. I don't know where I put your email with your number. So what are you using? Hotmail, Gmail? What is the beginning of your address? Just give me an example. The beginning uh, name for your email address. So I can search for it in my email. Just give me part of your email address and I'll search for that. It's becoming to be a fiasco here, but it's what I get for not having a phone. What is the beginning of your email address? And I think I got into my Selena Fane one. It switched like to sent. Okay. I'll check. Beginning of your email address. Selena, I'm going to ask you for the fourth time. What is the beginning or part of your email address so I can search for it? What does it begin with? What does it end with? Test, test. Okay, I got audio, so I'm not speaking to the choir. Hello? Selena? Are you there? 6 people watching. Come in. Ah, that's why. Cat. What's up, Cat? This it. As in, what do you mean? this it. Thanks for coming, Kat. Don't forget the thumbs up. If you would. Thank you. Where are you coming from, Kat? Or where, yeah, what part of the world are you coming in from? Yeah. Yep. Right. So stop trying. Give me the first part of your or last part of your email address, Selena, so I can search for it. Okay? There's the invite link if you want to go that route. Selena, I'm going to ask for the 5th time. Give me the last part of your email address or the beginning. Give me something so I can look it up, please. Okay, Selena Fain. Gotcha. Dude. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to check all my mail. And it's in here. I just don't know what folder I put it in. There it is. Okay. Where did I put it? I put it in okay, hold on a second. Oh. Did I or did I? What did I do? Did I erase it? Maybe I erased it. Your email and all the information? Probably, because it didn't come up with anything. I could swear I put it in a folder. Creation. David Hall. Fishing. Kayak. I could swear I put it in. Nope. Military? Nope. My home? Nope. Weird. Photos? Receipts? Are you? Maybe are you? Let's see. Hannah? Nope. Travel? Nope. Vent? Nope. Unwanted? I don't think I have anything. Nope, nothing in there. Well, you know what? I've already searched for it and I didn't find it, so I must not have kept it, dear. Hold on a second. Although it's recognizing your, so I must have saved it as a contact. I'm writing you a message. I'm typing with this Xbox controller, so bear with me. Okay. Sent. All right. Check your. I know. Oh, well. See you, bro. Or young lady, whoever you are. What brought you here, Kat? The Word of God, by any chance? Military or medicine? Are you interested in any one of those subjects? Or do you watch any videos with those particular subjects? Oh, check your Gmail, Selena. Oh, Kat, don't forget the thumbs up, if you would, before you leave. It's because I don't have a phone like the rest of you people do. You have to resort to, some basic knowledge of the internet and send things via email instead of Messenger or Facebook or et cetera, et cetera. You know. So check your Gmail, dear, and answer the email. I'm trying to do this. but I don't have that email anymore, apparently. So I don't have anything except your Gmail address. And you don't check your Gmail, so what good does that do? Smooth surf. Sorry, I didn't see you. I was away. What's going on, surf? What's new? What's the subject? What's happening in your neck of the woods? Oh, now you can't access it? Well, then why'd you? Oh my gosh, how did you send me an email then? You sent me an email, so you had to have accessed it. And you're going to tell me somebody else accessed it for you, right? Like your child or something? Okay, then send it, go to your, give me your husband's email. That's what I was asking you. What is the beginning of your husband's email? Or maybe I didn't say that. You eventually sent it from your husband's email. So I need that information so I can look it up in my email. Goodness gracious. No, you haven't. Not in this live stream you haven't. The only thing you've sent me is your Gmail. Okay? I need your husband's. That's the one you sent your number through. I can't look up your husband's email if I don't have the email. Gosh. Oh my gosh. I just deleted it. You didn't type it in the first time. The only thing you sent me was your Gmail. Selena, whatever, at Gmail. Gosh. Oh my gosh. It's not my fault. You're the one that sent the email. I need that information so I can look it up. Naintindihan mo ako? That means, do you understand me? No, I know, and I don't know how to look it up. How do I look it up if I don't know what it is? That's what I'm asking. I'm asking, what does it say? What is part of the address? You don't have to type the whole thing. Just give me the beginning of the email or give me the end of the email. The email address, dear. Just give me something to go by so I can type it in and search for it. Okay? I know you did. Oh my gosh. You need to dye your hair brown or something. Gosh. No, you haven't. I've got a whole live right here in front of me, dear. You can scroll back. All you gave was your Gmail address. Okay? Do I need to go back and copy and paste it? Oh my gosh. Dear, just give me part of your husband's email address. No, I know. Selena Fane 1 is at Gmail. Correct? What's your husband's? Isn't your husband's different? Oh, no, no. You never put that one, dear. Okay. Chris Fane. Jesus. Is that part of the email address? Jesus? Oh my gosh. And I thought my wife was difficult. Oh my Lord. Hold on a second. Let me look up Chris Fain. You never put that, dear. Scroll back and look. It never was there. Okay. All right. Now I have something to look up. Watch. Hold on. There it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. I just sent you an email to your Chris Fain email address. Okay. And are you going to come up on stage or what? I sent you that address also. And you never did anything with it. I'll send it again here. I've done what before? You're so funny. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear you complain. No, I haven't sent you an email tonight to your husband's email address. I just sent you one, okay? Because you can't check your Gmail. All right? Are you able to access your husband's email? I think you could because you sent me an email from that address. Okay, I'm not disagreeing with that. We're not talking about before. We're talking about now, dear. Now. We're trying to accomplish something now. Uh, I need your phone number so I can try to text it, okay? That's what we're trying to do this whole time. We're trying to get your phone number. I don't have the email address from before with your phone number in it. I don't have it, so it's gone. So I can't text your number. I know you did. I'm not saying you didn't. I erased it or something. It's not there. Yeah, I know. Stop it. Girl, go take a shower. I did. Or something. It's not there. Okay. Go take a cold shower or something. You're such a woman. So are you going to come up on stage or not? I keep posting that address, but you're doing nothing with it. So I'll just keep posting it because I have nothing else to do. Are you going to check your email or not? What's the excuse now? Oh my gosh, I'm waiting for it. I don't have it anymore, dear. Sorry. Oh, here it is. You just came right out and sent it. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me copy it. I can't copy it on this what do you call it? On this StreamYard. I gotta go to my YouTube channel. Wait, 615-3396. I'll be right back. 615-3396. Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm memorizing it. I got it. Okay. At Verizon.net. Let's see if this works. You have your phone in your hand? Okay, there it is. Let's try this. Okay, try this, dear. All right, see if you get a text message on your phone, okay? See if you get a text message on your phone. Yes, no, maybe. Why we keep doing this? Because I don't have a phone, dear, that I can send text messages from, okay? Yes, I got it, dear, I got it. If I disappear, I'll be right back. I'm looking at the domain. For Verizon. Give me 1 second. I can't see the text, so. Uh, Hold on. Here we go. Verizon.com. Verizon's domain name is Verizon.com. Verizon.com. Here we go. Hold on a second. Uh, 10-digit number, wirelesscarrier.com. Verizon.com. Okay, it's .com, not .net. Hold on. Okay, let me try that. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try Verizon.com, not Verizon.net. I thought it was Verizon.net, but apparently it's not. Okay. Did you get the text message? I think I got it. Selena, check your phone. And are you gonna try to join the stage or no? You're on what? Sorry. This music volume is always so fickle when I come back. Your phone. Did you get anything or? I think I found the domain. It was vzw.com, apparently. Are you on a laptop or a desktop? Okay. Focus, dear, focus. No, I'm asking, did you get the text message on your phone? Okay, the reason why I asked you if you're on a desktop or laptop is how are you going to screen share when you're on your phone? Unless you're sharing to another phone, you're not going to be able to do it on if you ever come up here on stage. Unless you're on a desktop or a laptop. Then you can screen share. I know. I say if you ever were up here live, you're not going to be able to screen share if you're using your phone. Okay? And so you never got the text message? You never answered. I sent you a text message. Did you receive it? On your phone. I know. I already sent it, dear. If you didn't receive it, then it's not working. So, so why don't you come up on stage? Try that. Or is that out of the question also? Okay. Can you join that link there? Just type it into your send yourself. I told you already. Send yourself a text message or send yourself an email, and that will come up and be clickable so you can click on it. Okay? You have to type it in manually. The letter HTTPS StreamYard.com/F2PKT4MG9G. Right. No, 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 no. That no, 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 no. No, you misunderstood. He was talking about I'm not even going to try to explain because you get confused. So just send yourself an email to that address right there. Okay? Or send yourself a text message. Since you have your phone, type in the address and send yourself a text message with that address. And it will be clickable on your phone. Yeah, I have no idea what TOUAAU Ken means. Sorry. So what are you going to do? Are you going to send yourself a text message or send yourself an email with that link or not? You know what I can do? That's okay. I can end this stream where it won't be um, broadcast on YouTube anymore, but you can remain in the chat room and we can continue to chat. And then you can try to come up on stage uh, if you want some help with that. Let me try that. Hold on a second. Don't go anywhere.